All right, I'm going to try doing a just play video of this game, and maybe my hands have never looked bigger. But again, just to show you how really small, like again, it's a small game, Le Petit Puck. So I suppose I could, after I roll the die, I could share the number rolled on the die, or you could just take my word for it. I can normally count 1 to 6, though probably not always, not perfectly when I'm trying to play quickly. Sometimes, in fact, you can see in some other videos, especially if I'm rolling multiple dice, where for looking at it too quickly, I miscount. Anyway, I want to show that a game can be played. A game of this can be played in 5 to 10 minutes, and when I say 5 to 10 minutes, possibly 10 to 15. But I don't know if that what I just did there just made the view better or worse. Anyway, you'll hear me rolling over here, and let's go with it. We're going to start things off really simple between the visitor and the home team. So it's going to be one-on-one here, and with the roll of a 1, actually, it's a visitor scoring chance. So the follow-up here with the even, and that's going to be a goal right off the bat for the visiting team. So it's 1-0 right now. I could fill in these little details as well here. I now have this up on Google Drive. I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of technologically impaired, and so I'm not 100% sure if you're able to get it or not. If you're not able to, let me know. And again, I'll try to work my way through some of my own technological challenges and difficulties. Anyway, so it's 1-0 here for the visitor. Next shift, we're going to go line two. I've already rolled a 3 and the 3, meaning that since these lines are even, home gets 1 to 4, visitor 5 to 6. So 3, it's going to be home with the chance. The follow-up roll in the chance, and that's a 1, so they don't actually score on the follow-up roll. I thought they were going to, I think, so I took the cap off the marker. Anyway, we get a 6 there in the following shift. That's one thing I got to remember, my own bad habit with my own game. 6 is just a null shift, so we are 3/8 of the way through the period now, and let's go back to 1-1. We're just going to simply keep it simple here in the early going, especially when I'm trying to record and play. So that roll is a 2, actually. That's going to be a home scoring chance. And with a follow-up roll of a 5, we have a 1-1 hockey game here, midway through period 1. So it's 1-1 visitor and home. And let's go. Let me see now. Let's just go line 2. We'll keep things, again, simple to start off. Where we get a 6, we get another null shift. So we're going to go back to line 1. And then we can load up on all our best players late in the period if there are no infractions, and that is another 6. We're just going to go specials, I guess, here, and we're going to actually finally get our first power play. It's going to go to the home team, so home will get to roll with the man advantage for the final sequence this period. I started this about a minute in, so this is about a minute and a half. That is a 2. That is a power play chance, and on the power play with the chance there, and again, they were even, so the 3, that turns to a power play roll, still an even matchup because best penalty kill, best power play. So, and I told myself that I wouldn't explain this one too much, but that's home taking a 2-1 lead at the end of 1. So to start things off here for period 2, quick swipe, quick wipe, and I suppose I can put period 2 there as well as formality. And it's a 3, but once again, I'm just assuming I'm going to start with 1-1 home there, having scored on the power play, and that is a 3. So again, the follow-up, 1-4 home, 5-6 visitor, and that is 1 for the home. So they roll their follow-up chance. That's a 6. They don't score. Let's put line 2 out there before we look at the die roll. That is a 4, so visitor power play, home taking their first penalty here of the game. Visitor on the power play, they're going to put the power play unit out there. Home will do the same. Or sorry, their penalty kill. I mean, the special teams, SL is just kind of, because HST, it stands for, it's Canadian tax, and so I thought that was a terrible acronym. Anyway, 2 on the power play, so that's going to be a power play scoring chance here for the visiting team. And with the 1, they don't actually know. That's right, because it's even, so it's still 2-1 for home. Let's get rid of our line 3 shift here early in the period, mutually for both teams. And that is another roll of a 1, visitor scoring chance to even the score here. With the 3, that's exactly what they do. So now we have a 2-2 game here, and we are halfway through it. Anyway, moving on here. Again, I started at probably just after the 1-minute mark. Home's going, I didn't even choose the lines. That is a bad habit. But anyway, home is going to get a power play here because that was a roll of 5. And so they're going to put their other power play line out there, and visitor will counter with their special teams. So again, it's gonna be even a lot more often than not. Again, it's a simple game. Said that a lot in the last video. So with that roll of a 5, though, that's going to be a home power play. So it's going to be home with the player advantage for the next shift. And all the special teams units are burnt out, so we will assume visitors probably not going to want to go to a minus on the power play here, especially with the game tied. Visitor will choose line 1, home will choose line 1. And away we go with it rolling. That's a 1. That's a chance for the power play team in the 5. So that's going to be home taking a 2-3 lead here with 1 shift to go here in the second period. Home takes a 3-2 lead. And so line 2 for the final. And that's going to be visitor scoring chance there, back at even strength now. So the VSC And they roll a 5, so we got a 3-3 game here after 2 periods. And so it was tied after 1, now it's tied after 2. Clean this up here once more. We'll indicate period 3. I think I forgot to do that last time, and I did forget to do that last time. Don't just think it, but anyway, 3 to start things off here for the third period. This one I kind of like, to the point where I thought about doing a version of this game where I actually had a little bit more of this, but then I wanted to keep the number of rolls to the bare minimum. But I said I wasn't going to talk too much in this one, so we'll assume 1-1 to start things off. It's a tie game, so why not? And that 3, the follow-up roll is a 6, so this time it's going to be the visitor with a chance, and the visitor with a 4. We can say that they hit the post. So line 2 going out there, looking at the die roll, that is a 5. I should actually, one mistake that I keep making over and over again here for trying to go quickly, I should mark the line before I even roll the die. It doesn't really make too much of a difference either way, I don't think. Home will get the power play this time, so home's going to put, or visitor rather, we'll assume that they put the penalty kill out there, so home will put the power play out there. And rolling and looking at this column with a 5, so home's going to have another power play, but the visitor does manage to kill. Again, that's just how it's done, how it's simplified in a simple game. Another power play here for the home team. And with that roll of a 4, it's going to be a visitor power play this time. So let's see, visitor's going to choose to ice their best. They managed to kill that power play off. Home wants to keep things even. So rolling now for a visitor power play here midway through period 3, and it's a 5. So we had this at the beginning of the previous game. This time it's visitors, so the referees with the makeup call. And visitor, let's see, to kill, they're going to have to go with their 1. And home, because this would have been their penalty killers, we'll assume they have a different power play unit. We can game it like that. And we'll just go with that story. And so this time it is the home. And with a, oh my goodness. So the home's going to get a power play again here. So it's a bit fluky. Again, maybe a few wrinkles to iron out there, but again, at the end of the day, it is a simple game. So 1 here in this following follow-up, a home power play. And that's going to be a power play opportunity there, as I realized my phone was still receiving messages. Anyway, so power play chance here for home yet again. It's some biased officiating here. The homes had a lot of power play time late, and they don't convert on it, though. That is another one, so could we have another tie game here? Line 3 coming out here for the final shift of the game, and that is a 3, so 1 to 4 home chance, 5 or 6 visitor chance. That is a 3, that is a home chance, and that is another 3, because either I'm a lazy roller or I haven't rolled 3 in a while. I was due for some 3s, so that's going to be home with the final shift of the game. Or wait a minute, is it? So I'm going to game this a little bit here. I have the change. Again, this was a close game all the way through, so no goalie change. Timeout can buy a shift. So I'm actually going to let the visitors take a timeout and buy a shift. And of course, they're going to save. They're going to have all their best guys rested, so it's going to be even again. It doesn't really matter either way. Just as a formality, we will erase this. And then we also have the pull option, and so I think the visitor as well, they're going to pull. So they're going to be a +1 if they get a chance. They're going to roll here with a 3 out of 6 to score, but 2 out of 6 says that the home team now with the 1-goal lead can just shoot it into the empty net. So here we go. We're going to roll and look at the EN column. I didn't get to do this in the last game, and that is a 2. That is a 2. So that's going to be a chance actually for the visitor, for the high team in this case. And that roll ends up being a 5, so a 5 means that they don't score, so the home didn't get the empty net, but visitor didn't get the goal. So 4-3 is the final score, and this video is just under 10 minutes, which is where I want to keep it. Keep in mind, once again, that I didn't start playing until I basically talked through about the first minute or so. So this game, I mean, obviously I was trying to go quick. Hockey's fast. I like doing it fast like that, playing it quickly like that, and you can see there, so you can play a full game of this within a 5 to 10 minute window. Honestly, if there wasn't a whole lot happening in the game, like say a 2-1 hockey game, you probably get it done in even a little under 5 if you're just really going at it. So, all right. Thanks again. Bye for now.